Hello, I'm Olivier Buigues. I'm in charge of the Masters in Science in Digital Marketing and Analytics at TBS Barcelona. It's a totally new Masters. It really came from this new demand that we saw from the companies for this particular area, which we think is very, very fruitful for the future, for the coming years. Now, basically, digital marketing without marketing analytics is just inexistent. What we saw is that the good old days of Mad Men are over. Basically, it's not just the creative in marketing that comes up with an idea and pops up something that works really well. Now it's data-driven, and that's really the skill that companies are looking for. What we see is that traditional marketers have that kind of creativity, artsy background, but young people who are graduating now are much better at using AI tools, analytical tools, together, of course, with creativity. And so it's a great mix of arts and creativity where the students are able to create whatever campaign they want to do, and at the same time, understand the algorithms that will make a content go viral, that will make a content be reproduced, what are the KPIs that are important. All those things are very, very important, and there's a huge demand in the market for it. The unique features is that it's mostly project-based. The great thing is that the students will create basically something like a digital marketing agency. And what we see is that in digital marketing agencies, there is a lack of analytics. So for instance, our teacher in TikTok or Instagram Reels is a young creator. He's about the age of the students, about 20, 25. And he's a very popular influencer in Barcelona. And he's in charge of spending the whole budget. So he's a professional in a real digital marketing agency. He's responsible for spending the whole budget of the agency into those reels, which is incredible at this age. In most other sectors, what we see is that it's going to be more senior people that take those kind of responsibilities. What makes this program very unique is the unique opportunities that are offered just outside of the MSc. They can have incredible responsibilities with budget and decision making, which is traditionally open only to senior positions. They're going to gain basically a set of skills that is learning to learn. We're not going to tell them just use this program or something like that. It's very hands-on. However, we're going to teach the students to find the tools that they should use, because the tools change all the time, and they will get certification in Google Analytics, Google Ads, and many other certifications. They will learn coding as well. But we think that the key characteristics that makes it unique is that they will learn on how to follow this trend, this ever-changing scene, which is digital marketing analytics with AI changing everything. Today there was just this text-to-video feature, Sora, that was released by OpenAI that totally revolutionized the market. So that's the kind of thing that we're going to teach the students on how to prompt correctly, how to do those things. We're going to teach them cloud computing, data visualization, and so on. But learning to learn and learning to find those new tools and use them together to create an awesome campaign is the skills that they're going to acquire. The biggest project that they will have is probably, typically, we will find the first clients for them. So the groups of students will have to review the digital strategy of a customer, or two, or three. And everything will have to be reviewed, from the UX UI, that is the interface, if it's a program that is based app, if it's a company that is app based, They will have to review how the workflow works, how they can diminish the number of clicks, which seems trivial. But when you think about it, Instagram, what they did is that they just shaved off a few clicks from taking the picture to posting it on Facebook. What they did is a smoother process, removing some clicks. That was an idea that was worth billions of dollars. So this kind of strategy is the kind of thing that they will learn. They will learn also digital marketing automation, SEO, digital ads, e-commerce. They will see short video metrics. And finally, they also have a final dissertation, and they learn Python and R to analyze the data. The cool thing is that they will learn about the concepts, the core concepts about Python and about R, but they will be able also to use AI, such as generative AI, such as ChatGPT, to generate the programs to analyze the data. It's really how we evolve with the industry is that we don't teach one tool. So it's been shown that, I read somewhere that a statistic that said that by the time the students graduate, 80% of the hands-on they learn are no longer applicable. And this is why, while we think that it is important that they learn hands-on thing, the most important thing is that they learn how to find, and they learn the basic underlying logic behind the hands-on tool they use. Now things are becoming, technology is being commoditized. It's more about learning the blocks that can be used together to create an awesome campaign. The key differentiation factor from our Masters in Science is that it's something that is much more practical, and it's tool-based. It's something that, as it evolves so fast, that's what makes it really unique. It's this thing that, in reality, instead of learning something that will keep on being valid for so many years, the practical aspect of it is so radically different. So if we go through the modules of this master, there is an introduction to digital marketing strategy, and those pillars, it's like, for instance, personas, digital marketing funnels, understanding the customer journey. Those things are classics that stay forever. The UX, UI, the no coding and so on, those are things that change. Some people think that the web might become less important in the future as we enter more into a chat era, which is already the case, for instance, in China with WeChat. Short videos also might replace, in some ways, what is currently on the web or on apps. And this is why there's a specific module on short video apps and short video metrics. Then there's the SEO, where things change so fast that unfortunately we don't know what's going to happen in the future. But the metrics here again about the funnel and so on will stay the same. In digital ads, well, probably what we're observing in China is what we might observe in the future here. A very interesting thing is that, for instance, I read about this guy who sold about €1 billion worth of lipstick in less than 24 hours. That is called live sales, and it hasn't come to Europe yet, but it is one of the things that probably the students will have to invent in the coming years. Amazon has tried to step in this, but it hasn't been a big success. We know it's going to happen, we don't know when. We just know that it's something that is fascinating because we know it's there in China, it's coming here some way or some other way. So e-commerce is key as well. Things are not set in stone yet, but one of the courses that I love to teach is the ethics of AI. What we observe is that a lot of decisions that we were making are going to be made by AI. And this might be a little bit worrying. So for instance, let's say that you're not driving the car anymore, the automated driving is in place. And the car is driving too fast. It has the choice between killing a baby or killing an old woman. It has to kill somebody because it's driving too fast. Something that wasn't expected happens, as it happens with real people driving. What we observe is that in Europe, people will usually kill the elderly lady because youth is more respected. In Asia, however, they will kill the baby. Now, this is the kind of thing that AI has to teach, and the ethics of AI is something very interesting. What we observe as well is that so far, AI has mostly been used in the area of digital marketing. We could say that, in a way, AI digital marketing sparked AI, because it's been used in advertisement, it's been used in the algorithms that run Google, that run Facebook, and it is those big GAFAM companies that are mostly digital marketing companies, or Facebook and Google digital marketing companies, that are the leaders in this field of AI. And there will be a shift that will happen from big corporations controlling the artificial intelligence, to it being more available to everybody thanks to OpenAI and other Llama, for instance, from Meta, Llama 2. It gives an incredible power to the users to have an influence. Not only, it's a power that just 2 years ago was in the hands of some very, very big corporation. It's now in the hands of single solo entrepreneurs. And therefore, a lot of people think that some billion-dollar companies will be created with 1 or 2 people, where you needed whole teams and decades to create those businesses before. And it's not necessarily the engineers that will benefit from these big evolution in the world of AI. For instance, when you think about it, the technological revolution that was refrigeration didn't make the refrigeration brands become huge, but Coca-Cola, who knew how to use refrigeration, became a huge corporation. It is the same thing. It's probably not OpenAI or Google or something like that that's going to benefit most from this technological revolution into analytics and AI. It's going to be the people who can converse with AI the best. There is a saying from Kai-Fu Lee. He used to work for Microsoft and for Google on artificial intelligence, and now he created in China, he created the equivalent of OpenAI, ChatGPT. He says that AI is a new oil, and there's some truth to it. The people who have access to data and who know how to exploit artificial intelligence, who know how to converse with the data, will be the kings of tomorrow. The ideal students should have some kind of degree of passion about digital marketing, about new technologies, and about learning. This is something that is really key, because, as I mentioned before, it's crucial that the students have this kind of curiosity, that they learn about the new tools that are released, that they are willing to learn constantly. And when you enter the area of digital marketing, it is very different from traditional marketing, where if you learn, for instance, brand management, the concepts that you learn are available and valid for years and decades to go. In digital marketing, the tools you might learn will expire so quickly that if you don't have that passion to constantly learn, you won't be able to follow. So the passion is key, and it is what makes it also fabulous for the recruiters. It's that most people are not really passionate. Most people just want to learn their things and then, come home and watch Netflix or whatever. This is not something that, of course, you can entertain yourself, but you need to have that self-learning kind of passion to those ideas that are sparking in your mind, and that desire to create is really something that we want in the students, and that will give you a comparative advantage in that field once you graduate. The program is running for the first time in the year 2024-2025. It will be the first batch of students, which is great because it means that it's going to be a small batch. The first students will have a big influence on the program. The very same year when they will participate, the program is not established in stone. We will see and adapt depending on their needs and so on. One of the unique things about this program is that about half of the teachers are digital marketing professionals working in agencies or having their own startups. And the reason for it is exactly the reason I mentioned before, which is the tools are evolving so fast that you have to be in the business in order to keep up. So they have connections with the technological world, and they can help to place the students into positions, internships, and so on after they graduate. But also they have this real good understanding of what are the needs in the industry at the moment. Most probably, most students will start gaining some experience with some internships in companies, and then, only then, once they have that spark or they have tested their ideas, they will be able to create their businesses. So what we observe is that most students go towards gaining a little bit of work experience after the MSc, but it can be very short. Basically, one of the things that students find during their internships is that the world is not perfect. There's a lot of ways to improve in existing businesses. And as they make those improvements in the companies they work for, some awesome business ideas will spark in their heads, and they might be able, therefore, to create businesses that are extremely efficient in a very fast way.